I don't really block. Like, that's one thing about me. I'm not someone who blocks easily, but when people start getting real disrespectful and bringing up my kids, that's where I draw the line. So we got home from the gym and picked up the kids from school. What's wrong, baby?
I was going too fast and then I twist and then I just landed on my head on the grass.
Oh, baby. Let me kiss it. This is my first meal of the day, which is really bad. I don't like to wait this long to eat. It's just with the schedule because on Tuesdays, K-Bon gets released a little bit earlier. So that kind of like changes our routine. But yeah, this shake was my first meal of the day and I literally had to go grab my camera because of how good this shake is. It was delicious. I should have filmed making it, but I'm trying to think like what the reason was that it tasted so good. I think it's because the kids wanted a smoothie, so I made them one with like frozen strawberries, and we had like leftover coconut cream in the fridge, so I put some coconut cream in there. So I emptied it out, but I didn't like wash out the blender, you know what I mean, to make my shake. So I feel like there were some lingering flavors of that shake with the one that I made, and it is just a beautiful concoction. Literally, I drank half of it already, but guys, one thing about me, I just can't be this strict. You know, back in the day, I used to have trainers and stuff, and they used to be like, your shakes, just water, like protein powder and water, nothing else. Like, keep it low cal. I can't do that. Same with salads. Like, if I'm gonna get a salad with no dressing, I'd rather not eat the salad. So if I'm making a shake, I can't just do the powder and water. Like, it's torture. It's literally torturous. I'd rather eat a cold chicken breast out of the fridge for 25 grams of protein than the shake if it's just the powder and water, you know what I mean? So in here, I have milk. Like, if I'm making a shake, I need milk. I don't care. I used a scoop of the powder, milk. It's vanilla protein powder. Milk. I used cinnamon and half a banana. Oh, and this is like the key ingredient. I used some almond butter. Now, almond butter and nut butters can be pretty high calories, so I always make sure to use like half the serving. So still, I think like 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, I used almond butter, is like 190, 200 calories. So just half is 100 calories. Like, it's fine. You'll survive. Let me show you guys the protein powder I use. So I've been on and off with protein powder for years. This is like one of the OG protein powders I've been using. Back in the day when I had my trainer, like when I first moved to LA, he put me onto this IsoPure because it's 0 carb. I believe you can get this on Amazon. I'll link it in my storefront for you guys. But then I also added a scoop of colostrum. I know that colostrum is like all the rage right now. I'm like, damn, I should have froze some of mine and sold it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's like cow colostrum. This is the brand Cowboy colostrum. It's vanilla flavored, so I added a little scoop of this. But yeah, this is delicious. It's technically my first meal of the day. we're getting 25 grams of protein. And then I believe the nut butter has some protein in it as well. And the milk has protein as well. Don't you guys feel like when you run out of something, you run out of everything at the same time? Like I ran out of cotton pads, and I swear at the same time I ran out of toothpaste. I ran out of mouthwash. I ran my hair ties. I swear there's like a ghost stealing them in my home. So I'm just running into CVS real quick to pick up a few things. But whenever I'm like in the car, I just feel like yapping. Like there's something about just being in a car. I don't know, like is it more intimate? Do I feel more safe? I don't know. There's just something about it that just makes me want to like yap and talk to you guys. But one thing I was talking about, you guys know I just came back from a girls trip with my friends. One thing my friends and I really reflect on a lot is how much our childhood affects our adulthood. And I think that's something you don't really comprehend or fully realize until you're older. Honestly, it's kind of scary as a parent because you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm shaping this little tiny human, 3 of them in my case. I think that's something that a lot of us kids of immigrants and foreign parents, I think that's one thing we can all relate on, is that mental health is very taboo in our culture. It's just not something they really believe in. You know, that older generation, you tell them you're sad, you have anxiety, it's like, what are you sad about? The roof over your head? The food on the table? When I was your age, I was walking 30 miles to school and back. Like, you guys know what I mean. I'm not necessarily talking about my parents in specific. I'm just talking about in general. I see that a lot with, you know, having immigrant parents and the generational trauma that can get passed on to you. And that's something you realize as you get older, is that a lot of your family members would have benefited a lot from therapy. But again, it's just not seen as an issue, and it just gets pushed aside and you just need to suck it up. I think that is something that I'm trying to work on with my kids, is just having open dialogue. I never ever want my kids to fear coming to me or speaking to me about anything. So again, I feel like just growing up hearing all these beliefs, it kind of just conditions us as we get older to just, you know, bottle up our feelings, to not seek help. And if you feel that way as well, you are not alone. It turns out 62% of adults believe that social attitudes discourage people from getting mental health help. And despite growing up in an era of mental health awareness, turns out that 37% of Gen Zers view seeking mental health help as mentally weak. Like when I read that statistic, like my jaw was to the floor. Like I feel like we've made so much progress as a society. So to think that 37% of Gen Z views you as weak for seeking mental health help is absolute insanity, and I would hate to think that any of my kids ever felt that way. That is why I'm so excited to be sponsored by BetterHelp today, to stop that stigma around mental health help and also encourage people to get help from a licensed therapist. The great thing about therapists is that they are a neutral party. They listen, they ask questions, they give you advice and techniques and help you see things from a different perspective to create positive changes in your life. I feel like anybody can benefit from talking to a licensed therapist, and you guys can actually get 10% off your first month of BetterHelp using my link down below. So make sure you guys click that link down below to get 10% off your first month of BetterHelp. You can get matched with a therapist in as little as a couple days. And the great thing is, if you don't vibe with your therapist, you can easily switch them out. And I love that you can do it from the comfort of your home, from your car, on the go. So definitely make sure you guys check out BetterHelp. Again, use my link down below to get 10% off. I just came home from a trip. That was such a fun trip. If you guys didn't see the vlog, make sure you guys see it down below. It was kind of a work trip plus Danny's birthday trip. It all just lined up perfectly. I love when things just align perfectly. Dubai was the same way. Like everything just like aligned, and it makes me just feel so good. It makes me feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I don't ever like to touch on hate. I mean, when I do, it's because honestly, guys, like it kind of gives me like something to talk about, you know? When you're vlogging your life, you're like, what else can I talk about, you know? So if I bring up hate, I don't want you guys to ever think like it's consuming me and it's all I can think about. You guys are my friends, and if I was on the phone chatting with a friend, I would tell them about these things, you know? So that's kind of how I view it. I did get a lot of hate on this trip. I feel like it's weird. Like I only really get hate on TikTok. I feel like I don't get hate really on Instagram, on YouTube. It's like TikTok is just a different breed. I don't know if people like don't really know me on there, and it's just easier to, you know, say mean things and all of that. Guys, truly the hate that I do get really doesn't bother me. A lot of it just revolves around me traveling as a mom. People seem to have a problem with that, and that's fine. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion. I feel like the opinions that truly matter to me regarding that topic are my husband, my kids, and my parents. And if all 3 of those parties are okay with it, I really don't see why anybody else's opinion matters, especially because like I choose to put out what I put out. I'm not a mommy vlogger. I would never categorize myself as a mommy vlogger. I think it's different for a lot of other moms who do social media because they started out their page. They started out by being a mom. Like, that's their niche. That's how they started out. You guys know I've been in the game for half of my life at this point, 13 years, 14 years. Before the idea of even being a mom even came in my head, I was doing this career. So it was never my intention to be a mom vlogger and have my content be centered around my children. Honestly, there's a lot of mom vloggers that I follow that don't even post their children. Like, you don't even see their children's face. So for me, I think it's really, really weird that people try to clock me as a mother by how much I post my kids. If I never, ever wanted to post my kids again, does that mean I'm a terrible mom and I never spend time with them? Like, that's just really nasty. That's really ugly. And I pray for people who have that mentality. I would personally never even think that. So I literally just got my green card, my ability to travel internationally a year ago. Not only that, but with my job, I also get paid to travel and get opportunities that require traveling. So for my family, for my husband, like, this is how we put food on the table. This is how we pay our bills. And my family has never ever discouraged me from taking a trip, whether it's for work, whether it's for enjoyment. My kids are good. Again, I guess I should say thank you to those who worry about my kids. But at the same time, it kind of gives me a really icky feeling in my stomach that people like clock my whereabouts as a mom. I don't know, like, speak of my children. And that's the thing. I'm really like, I don't really block. Like, that's one thing about me. I'm not someone who blocks easily. I don't block people that easily because for me, engagement is engagement. Again, I've been in this game for a really long time. So I always welcome engagement. But when people start getting real disrespectful and bringing up my kids, that's where I draw the line. Like, it's one thing to even mention my children, but some people just go way overboard. And again, it just makes me feel queasy. It makes me feel sick to my stomach. And it makes me even second guess, like, showing my children. I'm like, should I be showing them as much as I do? Like, I don't know. I think it's really weird. Again, I'm a consumer, just like all of you guys. I have my favorite people that I watch, but even the people that I follow who are moms, like, I don't sit there and I'm like, ooh, I can't wait for her to post her kids again. I don't know. Like, is that weird? I think that's weird. Like, I follow the moms that I follow for who they are, not because they're moms. I like them because of who they are as a person. If they decide to never, like Aspen Ovard, for example, I've been watching her since I was literally in diapers, damn near. I've been watching her for years, and she made the decision to no longer show her kids, and I still watch all of her content. Like, I love it because I watch it for her. I don't watch it for her kids. So again, I know people, it's just like an easy thing for people to comment on. And again, personally, I think it's really sad. I hope other moms who read those comments don't ever feel bad about taking a trip for themselves or, you know, doing anything for themselves. I think we live in a society where we praise and we glamorize struggle. We praise and glamorize, you know, women suffering for some reason. And I will never stand for that on my page. Again, everyone is different. Maybe before you became a mom, you loved sports, you loved exercising. So for you, taking the time to, I don't know, go on like a sports retreat or to play a soccer game every week with your friends or to be a part of a league or anything like that, training for a marathon, that brings you enjoyment. For me personally, I've always cherished my relationships with my girlfriends. Literally, I could go to Walmart with my girlfriends and I will have a blast. Even having them come here to visit me in LA, that just means so much to me. So again, everybody's different. Some people, that's not a priority for them to hang out with friends, and that's fine. Again, like I mentioned, for me, my work, a lot of opportunities come to travel through my work. So, you know, I worked with Virgin Voyages again for that cruise. I went to F1 with Sally Hansen. Like, I have a lot of work opportunities, and my family would never ever want me to miss out on work opportunities because, you know, I'm blessed to have a village who has my back, and I will never ever ever allow the internet to make me feel bad about having a village. And honest to God, if I could give that village to every single woman watching this video, I would. I feel like that should be the norm and that should be the standard. Unfortunately, it isn't. But again, I'm not going to allow comments and the internet to, you know, make me feel some type of way when my kids are very well cared for and my kids love me. Literally, my kids love me. I've never ever once felt my kids didn't love me or appreciate me or cherish me, and the love goes right back. I literally love my kids. They are my world. Literally, my kids are my everything. So yeah, that was just a quick little chit chat with you guys. Again, I know a lot of you guys don't think that. It's a lot of like just ignorant comments, so I don't take it to heart. But for me, I think what matters most is how my kids feel, how I feel, and also like when I'm on my deathbed, none of y'all are gonna be there with me, and I don't want to think back to all these opportunities I missed because the internet made me feel bad about doing something that I'm not doing anything wrong, you know? So yeah, that's my little rant before going into CVS. Again, I never want to come off aggressive or mean or whatever. Y'all, they cleaned Elf out. It's trying to get brow gel. Guys, where's all the makeup? Like, I'm so confused. Everything is gone. So I'm about to get started on dinner, and guys, Mel and I have been craving my parents' food so bad. Like, I've been needing Persian food, and you know, we could always order it, but guys, like, it's time to be an adult. Like, I'm a mom now. I need to learn how to cook Persian food, and that's something I really want to work on for next year, like this year and next year. Like, I really need to sit down and like watch my parents cook and learn all of their recipes, like on Sabzi, how they make their kubida, all of that. I'm always around when they cook it, but I'm not like really paying attention, if that makes sense. So I really want to start cooking more Persian food, especially for my kids. If you're from a different country and immigrating to America, like, I have this anxiety. I always have this anxiety in me that like my kids won't know Farsi. So I really want to start making more of an effort, especially now that they're getting a bit older, to speak more Farsi to them. Like, I've been trying to just speak Farsi to them, cook more Persian food in the house and things like that. And I was FaceTiming my parents, I was FaceTiming my parents, and they literally cooked that today. They made chicken bag, salad shirazi, and rice. Like, not even like beef kubida, like they literally made chicken bag. So it's crazy. We had like the same craving today. Guys, the kids are playing outside, so if you hear yelling and screaming, that's what's going on. But yeah, guys, don't get it twisted though. This is not my parents' recipe. I want to film with my parents and them show you guys like step by step how they make like their authentic kebab and kubida and stuff like that. But this is just my little Americanized version. You already know this is Americanized because I'm gonna be using Greek yogurt. Like, yogurt is a big base for the marinade, but usually you'd use something more like watery. I guess you would say like, I don't want to say labna because labna is thick. How would I describe like the Persian like mosque that we use? It's just more watery. Let's get started on the marinade. So in this Ziploc bag, I have about 1.5 pounds of chicken breast cubed up, and then I also took my handy dandy mandolin and I sliced some onions in there as well. So always with chicken bag, your base is yogurt. Again, most places don't use Greek yogurt. Could always use more protein. So we're gonna use that, but typically they're using more of like a watery yogurt. I don't measure anything either, so just until my heart's content. Probably use like 2 big spoonfuls. I love using yogurt as a marinade though, guys. Like, no matter what, like with chicken, yogurt is a great base. It just gives so much moisture to the chicken. This is also something that not everybody uses, but my mom has actually been using this lately in her chicken bag, is mayo, because it adds some creaminess. I think I'm just gonna use up the rest of this mayo in here because there's not a lot left. Yeah, that's like literally a little squirt. Witchy, no more milkshakes. Y'all, my kids are single-handedly keeping Orgain in business. Like, they love those kids' little protein shakes. And they're so expensive, and I have 3 kids that love it. Here, babe, can you show the camera real quick? Witchy, come show them what you're drinking. I want them to see it. Like, can I send this clip to Orgain and ask for a sponsorship? Because literally, like, we go through these Costco-sized boxes like no other. Like, they're obsessed, these Orgain kids.
Just drink it in here, Mama, because if you take it out
Did she have one, babe? Because I saw 2 out there earlier.
She didn't.
Oh, the boys did? Yeah. Okay, well, so that means we went through 6 today. They each had 2.
So the boys don't see it.
Would you see Muchi in the corner drinking it before she goes back outside? Coat it in the yogurt first before I go in with the seasonings. Here's the chicken coated in mayo and yogurt. Lemon juice is also essential. I love a lot of lemon because I love the tartness of it. You guys know me, I love anything tart and tangy.
I love lemon.
I know, you're like your mama. You love lemon, you love vinegar. He has, guys, this boy has my palate for sure.
And I'm an actor.
And he's an actor, just like your mama. Give me a kiss.
We forgot to do this video. You talk to the camera now, and then I'll change my... Mommy, you talk to the camera like this, and then you look at me, and then I have a different pose.
Oh, he's talking about this trend on TikTok. Yeah, okay, that's because it's a song. You have to sing the song.
Because I know guys love watching your videos.
Aw, I hope they do, KK. So I have these kebab seasoning packets, so I'm just going to use them up. Yes. Yes, you can watch this. Yes, you can watch this. So I have these seasoning packets in our pantry, so I'm like, might as well use it up. This is for chicken kebab, but guys, it's literally just granulated onion, citric acid, salt, paprika, black pepper, parsley, and saffron. So I like that this has the saffron in there, but you can literally just use the paprika, saffron, black pepper, and you're good. I'm gonna add a little bit more paprika for color. Okay guys, here's what our chicken bag is looking like in the marinade. Just gave it a good massage. I'm gonna pop this in the fridge. While the chicken marinades, I'm gonna work on the salad shirazi. You guys have definitely seen this salad before, and it's so good. It's literally just chopped up tomato, cucumber, onion. The kids love it too. Like our babies love shirazi. All of our kids love shirazi. Everybody does their own variation. I like the way my family does it. We just use white vinegar and salt, and I think it tastes delicious. But if you go to Persian restaurants, some will use olive oil and lemon juice. Pretty much like olive oil, lemon juice, or vinegar. Some places add cilantro. I hate when they add cilantro. That's someone who loves cilantro. I just don't think it belongs in there. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't taste right to me. Wait, I don't think it's cilantro, it's parsley that they use, but it doesn't need it, y'all. Like, I definitely do not think it's needed. If anything, if you wanna add mint, mint is good. Sometimes we like to add dried mint. I think I'm gonna do that if we have some. But I use this little chopper from Amazon. It makes it so easy because it's literally just chopping up these vegetables to little cubes. So using this just makes it a lot easier. I'll link it in my Amazon storefront for y'all. Oh, what?
Too loud.
Sorry, Kay. Guys. Ugh. Lord, why was that one so hard to cut? So you just slice it in like little chunks to use this. Okay, cucumber's a lot easier than that onion. Whenever I'm using tomatoes for like pico or salad shirazi, I always take out the center. So I gut the tomato. It's a little messy, but honestly, I think the best tomato to use for stuff like this is Roma. These are like the tomatoes on the vine. So definitely use a Roma tomato. They're a little stronger because you're gonna see when I'm putting it through this, it's a little like, they're not that bad, but they're softer than a Roma, you know? Salad shirazi. Again, guys, invest in this chopper. It will make your life a million times easier. You know what? I think I am gonna add that last tomato. I'm gonna keep it in the fridge like this so we can eat this for a few days. Who am I kidding? This is gonna probably last like one more meal because again, we love this. Here's our shirazi, and fun fact, these are the colors of the Iranian flag. So I don't have a Persian rice cooker, so this is not gonna make tahdig. I was gonna go get it from my parents' house, but I'm like, you know what? I'm too lazy to do all that. I'm actually not the biggest tahdig person, believe it or not. My family just uses, so I have 2 cups of rice in here with water, and then my family just uses butter and salt, and if you don't have butter, you can just use olive oil. But yeah, we keep it simple. Yes, baby. Want to cord with me? Okay. But I'm finished though, baby.
What?
I'm finished though.
I'm gonna try some of the rice.
It's not cooked yet, baby.
I'm gonna try the salad.
Now why don't we sit and watch TV while Daddy cooks the chicken?
I want to eat salad.
I'll make you salad. Here, press this white rice button. You see white rice?
Yeah.
Just press that button for me. Oh, good job. Did you press it? Good job. Give me a kiss. Okay, we're gonna let this cook.
Mommy.
Look, I have salad shirazi, your favorite. KK was a baby, he could eat this all by himself.
Yeah, I ate it with my hands like this.
Yeah, but now we're big and we eat with forks.
Yeah, but the babies still with the babies still.
We're not babies, Kim.
Yeah, so the babies eat with their hands. Mommy.
Look so handsome in that little jersey.
Yeah. But this say Kavari on it.
Where?
Somewhere.
On the back? Let me see. Turn on.
No, seven.
No.
That means Ronaldo.
I need to get KK into soccer because he's been obsessed with soccer. Babe, you look so good.
How much should I put on each?
Babe, look, wait, go back where we couldn't see your face.
Damn.
No, you still look handsome. Wait, look, I'm flipping out the viewfinder. You look good.
You're a private chef for the week?
Imagine you hired a private chef in this.
Like, sorry, I got my shirt dirty on the way here.
Yeah, Mel's putting it on the sikh, aka skewer.
Doing
Are you flexing your abs? I can tell you're flexing your abs. Flex them hard. Wow, babe, you look good. There we go, y'all. Mel found his groove. They look good. Wow, babe, looks like a Persian restaurant here. Babe, if I was at a Persian restaurant, I go to the back and this was the with your Farsi tattoo.
Back there like, yalla, yalla!
Well, that's Arabic. Guys, this is the onion from that marinade. I'm just cooking it down. This my family actually doesn't do. I learned this from a girl on TikTok. Her name is Saya. She posts really yummy recipes and like Persian recipes. It smells incredible. This will taste so good just like on the side of the meal or on top of the rice.
So this is how it's looking halfway through. This one I put some hot sauce on.
I realized we had some zadishk in the freezer, so I just sauteed that in there as well. So these are frozen barberries. We get them at the Persian market. I don't know if they sell this like in regular grocery stores, but these are just little like tart, yummy berries that taste really good on rice. Turned out so good. Hot, huh? I was like, don't let Baba see you flinch, babe. I'll never let you let it.
Hot. The chicken's not hot.
Wow, guys, this looks so good. We have salad shirazi, the zadishk and onion, the kebab. Guys, it turned out so good, especially this onion little mixture. There's not a lot left. Let me see. Gotta get you new toothpaste.
What?
Gotta get you new toothpaste, huh?
Yeah.
Put a little bit of water on it. Okay, I do a little bit of water first. Okay, now I'll brush your teeth. I love you.
Oh.
Why should we read?
I don't like to put on my socks in the morning.
Okay, you gotta let your feet breathe. You can't wear socks all day and all night.
But I wear them all day when I go to school.
I know, but I'm saying all day and all night. You gotta let your toes breathe a little bit.
Mommy, remember I said this? You said, I'll always be your boy now. And I said, I'll always be your boy. And then I looked at and then I looked at you at your face like that.
No, I said I love being your mom.
Mommy.
And you said I love being your son. And then you looked at me like this. It made mommy cry.
Because I'm obsessed with soccer.
More than basketball?
I like LeBron James. LeBron James, he's not that good.
Okay, you are about to get us canceled with this video. I love being your mom.
I love being your son.
The sweetest.
When I say that, do that make your tongue? Do that make you? Do that make you?
Tear up?
Heart melt?
It does, baby. You make my heart melt. Wanna read the nappy house?
Yeah. After I come from school, I'm just gonna jump on you and then just cuddle you. I'm gonna cuddle you the whole day tomorrow.
Okay. And you're gonna get 2 stars again?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get 4 stars.
I think so too. And on that bed, there is a granny, a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping.
80 and I love you 1,800.
1,800?
Yeah.
And I love you gazillion. I love you. I love how I told myself I'm gonna be asleep by 11 p.m. And it's literally 11:20. And I still haven't washed my face. And I still need to review tomorrow's episode of what my sis said. Still haven't done that. So I really need to get in the habit of just like washing my face right when the night ends. You know, like right after we put the kids to sleep, I need to just wash my face because I wait and then I wash my face and it wakes me up. You know what I mean? Don't you ever feel like that? Like you're literally dozing off. So you're like, let me get up and like do my skincare routine. And then you do your skincare routine and then you're like wired. Because that always happens to me. I don't really have a lot of makeup to take off. I just have on mascara, some tinted sunscreen. So it's not like a whole thing. I can't get over how good dinner was, you guys. Like it really tasted exactly how my parents make it. See, I just feel like a lot of those things are just like intimidating. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the idea of cooking Persian food scares me. But then like once I do it, it'll be easy, you know? Like I really feel like that chicken bag is just gonna be in our weekly rotation. And it's because I know like my parents are gonna make it. So I'm like, oh, my parents are gonna make it. Like why should I make it? But again, it's time to grow up. Like it's time for my parents to sit back and kick up their feet. And I'm like, y'all, I'm gonna make you kubite. I'm gonna make you chicken back. I'm gonna make you gorma sabzi, you know what I mean? Mel and I have been trying to organize this house slowly but surely. That's like what I was doing, if you're wondering, like, what were you doing for the past few hours? Like, I just start like putting a few things away, and then I open up a cabinet and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, let me organize this cabinet. So we've just been doing that every night, just like slowly, just picking up this house. It's definitely not a one-day thing. We've been living in this house at this point for like 6 years. So, you know, it's time for some like upkeeping, you know what I mean? You know how I told you guys I keep my makeup like in a makeup bag now, like at all times? I do that with my skincare too. I found that it's so much easier to have all of my products like in like something I would travel with instead of just keeping it in my drawer and having to like pick everything out of my drawer. I literally just keep my skincare routine in this bag. So I just take it from underneath my sink and I have all my products in there for me. And it makes traveling a lot easier too, because when you like, when a trip comes up, you don't have to think like, oh my gosh, I have to sit here and like pack every little thing. Like your skincare routine is packed. I also do that for my hair stuff too. So like literally my hair stuff, my makeup, and my like skincare just stays in bags just to make life easier. I'm really mad at myself for not being asleep right now. Like I really need to get on it with my sleep. I see his grande lash back in the day and like years ago, like when I had Vaughn, so like 5 years ago. And it actually, that's what started my Lumify obsession, because I didn't realize that grande lash was making my eyes red, like bloodshot red. So that's when I started using Lumify. So I don't know why exactly I'm using it again, because I feel like that's gonna happen, but it works. Like that's the thing, it works, but it turns your eyeballs red. So what I'm thinking is, my plan is to use it like every other day, not daily, or even a few times a week. And like, I'm gonna see if that helps. I know you can use castor oil, but I got this in PR, so I'm like, I have it, so might as well try using it. It was bad, you guys. Like, I would get comments, like before I started using eye drops, like I would get comments like, have you been crying? Are you high? You look sad. And I'm like, guys, it's literally, like, I didn't realize what was making my eyes red, and it was the lash serum. But yeah, why am I doing it to myself again? I don't know. The girl that said she wanted to be asleep by 11 p.m. is now going to bed at 1:23 a.m. So there's my time management skills. I'm just gonna take my supplements and then go to bed. Guys, I love my little, what is this, pill organizer. My friend told me it looks like a little mini NutriBullet, so I always think of that whenever I see it. But it is the best. If you take like a bunch of vitamins every night, instead of opening every single bottle and getting your, you know, vitamins out, you can just use this and it makes it so much easier. This is vitamin D and K supplements from Costco. This is my seed probiotic. Take 2 of these. My turmeric pills, I take 2. These are also from Costco as well. Come on. And then this is Digest Gold. Take it for digestion. I also take this throughout the day. Here are my little nightly supplements. Guys, you know those barberries I showed you that I sauteed with the onions? So if you guys have seen this on TikTok, berberine, they're calling it nature's Ozempic or whatever. But guys, this is zirishk. This is barberries. Look at it. See? Look at the picture. So if you guys have ever heard of this supplement, that's literally zirishk. I'm telling you, Persians have been ahead of their time. Same with us, having fresh herbs with all of our meals, like the cilantro, the parsley, the mint. That was always on the side of our food for digestion. Like, I didn't even realize that, but I'm like, oh my gosh, that's why we eat it with all of our meals, to help us digest our food.
Like, I would make them like go on Facebook and delete all the photos of me, like delete that, like literally in fights about it. Yeah. Because I was so insecure. I hated an image of me. To now be a model and get paid your size, because I can walk around now feeling more confident on factors and more about how you feel.
Yeah, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below for more videos. Leave me a comment. And I'll see you guys again for my next video. Bye, guys.